Hello everyone, welcome back to another review. I am your host, Rodimus. Today we will be reviewing the SH Figuarts Iron Man 2 Iron Man. So yes, this is the suit that he wears when he's... it's sort of like the main suit for most of the movie until he finally upgrades. Um, so, yeah, and he, of course, you can reenact the famous, "Sir, can you please exit the donut?" Which it would have been great instead of getting the Hall of Armor piece, you got the donut piece. Admittedly, I think that would have made this figure higher on my list. But he was already pretty high. I think he might be my definitive Iron Man. So yeah, this is sort of how he was. So we're going to take a quick look at the figure normal. Then we're going to take a look. Actually, we're going to take a look first at the Hall of Armor piece. Then we'll take a look at the figure in its entirety. So let's just get right ahead. Now, sorry, gotta grab something real quick. So, this is the Hall of Armor piece, and it's very nice, and of course, there's a lot that you can do with this, because it's the Hall of Armor piece. So, you need all of the figures, or at least more than two, to start connecting them. But you can have them just normal one piece. They have no screen in front of them or anything, so you can reach inside. But what they do have is on the back this. I don't exactly remember what type of batteries they took. Don't ask me. But it lights up, which is a very nice feature. It definitely looks. It makes this probably my favorite. But that explains why he costs so much. He has a whole thing that is light up. And most times when figures have a light up feature, they're going to be more expensive. And so yeah, so you get this part illuminated, a light from above, and a light from there to make your figures shine. But you're probably asking, how can I connect them? You said that you can connect them. So what you need to do is get into the side, the bottom, and this works for the top two. So there's a little piece here, and there's a little tab there that you just use to pull this piece out. Then you take the replacement part and put it in. Now, when you put it in, you can connect another one to it. And, yeah, you get two of these. So, since they work for the top two. And, I think that's a great feature. I really want to connect all of... If I was rich enough to, I would buy all the figures and connect them together. But of course, that's very expensive. This guy alone is probably my most expensive action figure that I bought. But yeah, it looks nice just being a standalone thing. It's but what is really tricky me about it is I keep on thinking that it's like sort of caved in, but it's not. It's really just a flat brick. Of course, one more time lit up. It looks very nice. And this thing is really cool. Definitely like it. Now, on to the figure. Just 1 second. Gonna quickly change heads to the normal head. So, again, SH Figuarts has knocked it out of the park with this Tony Stark head. I really gotta say, good job, SH Figuarts, for making probably the best Tony Stark faces on the market. Even better than I'd say Hot Toys and other companies like that. Because the amount of detail that you make these guys have is extraordinary. But you can just take a look at them, and you're like, hey, that's Iron Man. So yes, he looks very nice. Now, I would caution you, be careful with this figure. Very expensive, very delicate, very fragile, very... If you're going to play with him very gingerly. Don't knock him over. Just move his arm slowly. And I would obviously recommend getting a less expensive figure first when you start collecting SHF. Maybe even start with some basic figures that maybe you don't even know who they are, but will at least give you sort of the basis for it. That's why I was really happy that I started with collecting Common Ray figures, because they were sort of like the basic versions of them, and they weren't too complicated at some times. Where, of course, these guys get a lot more complicated. So, accessories, he comes with a lot. We're going to first off take a look at heads. So he has the normal head, and then of course you saw in the beginning, the sunglasses head. And I've seen a lot of great photos on Instagram with his head, because it is a good head. Now how you switch it, you just gotta take this. That looks weird. So you gotta take this, and there's a seam line going past the ear. You just pull it forward, and then you just take the other face and push it in. Now sometimes there will be a little bit of a gap there, but I'm glad that his hair is brown because you can't notice it that much. But I like this head sculpt, and I'm glad that I have it, but I much prefer the normal one. And it's very easy to interchange them. This one obviously fits in better than this one. Now his other head is his masked head. I can't say it right now. Masked head. And yeah, looks pretty nice. You can obviously get great photos with him. I've done quite a few, and I think he's going to be a very big staple of my collection. And yeah, so let's take a look at now other optional parts for his armor. So, I have to move him to the back. So, down under his knee, he has these little panels, which have another set. And I originally thought, oh, they're just going to do that in case those get scratched up, because they'll probably get scratched up. They actually invented this so that you will never have any scratching up in the knees. But this is actually for, I don't know, I don't remember what it was supposed to simulate. Maybe it was that scene where he's like, where he goes too far up in the atmosphere, and he of course starts to burn up. Anyway, so you can see nice detail under there, and then when you put on the other pair, it sticks out, so it's like, I don't know, maybe that's supposed to be like a engine lift thingy, maybe. But I don't like them that much. I don't use them many times. I just use them like twice or something. Now on his shoulders, he has these panels. They just have two tabs. They just have two. Dang it! They just have two tabs, so you can take them off. You can see he has a nice detail under there. And then you can place it on the other pair to get, again, what I'm assuming is that look. But it comes out. And maybe that's to have jet propulsion or something, or like help him fly or something. I don't know. Could even be like sort of a testing or something. I don't know. Again, the instructions don't really just say, hey, this is for that scene in the movie. They're just like, figure it out on your own, lazy boy. So, now finally onto the other things that he contains. This guy comes with a lot. I know this is probably going to be one of my longest reviews. He comes with the box of donuts, so he has what looks to be 2 glazed, 1 strawberry, and 1 chocolate. And yeah, these guys have no like real place to sit in. You just kind of rest it on the hands. Saying hands makes me think, which hands does he come with? He comes with about 8 different pairs. I mean, 8 hands in total, 4 pairs. So, he has the wide open hands that I have him with right now. Then he has the hands for the explosions, which I forgot to grab those, dang it. But I'll probably talk about them in a later video. In a later review. Then he comes with fisted hands. And then he comes with flat hands. So, how you exchange them is they're not just pull off and switch. They're pull off and take this little panel off. Once you do that, you can switch it, you can mix, you can max, you can I don't know, do whatever you want with them. It's really your choice, so if you want to do something with it, do anything. But you can get some nice poses, and with the wide array of hands he comes with, it's pretty nice. So he does come with, of course, 3 explosion effects, which I left somewhere in my house, and so he has 2 for his hands and 1 for his feet. Now the feet are different because they have pegs. The hands already have pegs, so the other ones just have holes for him to plug in. So now it's time to end on that note. Thank you for watching. I want to cut this before the 11-minute mark. Thank you for watching. I have been Rodimus. This has been the SH Figuarts Iron Man 2 review. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.